Meanwhile, back at race control, we have Bill Patterson, the man who's done so much for motor racing, both as a driver. He graced the sport as a driver for a number of years, a tigerish driver with a big heart, and now is gracing the sport as a sponsor. And out come the cars for this special invitation race. And of course, the highlight for so many people here in this huge crowd at Sandown Park is for this one man, the 5 times champion of the world, Juan Manuel Fangio, in the W196 Mercedes-Benz.
My goodness. Am I really seeing that?
It's like turning back the clock. The same Herbie Johnson helmet, the same goggles. He wanted to race in the short sleeve t-shirt that he always raced in, but unfortunately regulations require that he wore long sleeves, such as the white coverall. He has a full FIA competition licence, which he's kept. So he is as much of a full licence holder as any driver here today. Getting very close to the start, the flag is up. And they are racing, and I mean racing. This is not a demonstration, this is a race. Fourth car, of course, is the Maserati 300S of Bob Jane. Another classic world car. Running through first, as one would expect, because Brabham's car should be the equal of Fangio. The equal of Fangio's car, of course. And the W196 going in underneath Jack Brabham, and the whole commentary team shook its fingers in a very Italian gesture to say, whoops, that was very, very close.
I understand Fangio made it very clear that he has not come to do a demonstration drive. He's come to race.
That's exactly right. They're his very words. He was asked to come and do a demonstration drive, and he said, I will not demonstrate it, I will race it. And that's what he's proceeded. Down through the S's. With Jack not giving him an easy time of it. Bill Patterson behind, starting to get all tweaked up in the Cooper, just like he did in the old days. Getting the car sideways everywhere. The Mazda being a little more graceful because it is a little older. One of only 2 cars, such cars in Australia, and one of only about 8 in the world. But here we have it. Maestro through under the Dunlop Bridge for the first time. Cloud of cement smoke, cement dust from the previous accident. And you can listen to this sound, this marvellous Desmodromic straight 8 Mercedes-Benz, 3 litres of fascinating car, technically so involved, so advanced for its time, and the Repco Brabham goes underneath. And that incredible mechanical noise. Standing lap of 1 minute 30 seconds, which is very interesting, and indicates that they'll be lapping at around about 1:20 when they get warmed up. As one would expect, Graham, the Repco Brabham is a little quicker in a straight line, a little quicker through the corners.
Well, it's got the benefit of 10 years development. It's a lighter car, nearly as powerful. It's a lot more rubber on the ground, smaller frontal area. In itself, a period piece. When we look at the Formula 5000 cars that were racing just a few minutes ago, the Brabham looks tiny, fragile, no wings, skinny wheels.
Yes, in fact, they're using those old-fashioned tyres with treads on them on these cars, of course, because the modern tyres are so wide. And you've got to remember the grandstand. Every time they go past, the grandstand rises and falls through the pits have stopped. They should be all back working on their cars for the Hang 10 race, and I don't think there's anybody in the pits doing any work on any car. They're all on the pit counter watching this memorable moment.
You watch the way Fangio's hands sort of stroke the wheel. There's none of this long arm, one smooth movement. It's come around a little bit, baby, a little bit more, then off and off. And this enormous affinity with the machine. It's amazing stuff to watch.
What a beautiful turn.
Down through the S's.
He's not mucking about, is he?
The Maestro is not fooling around. He's really starting to make that car work. He gave the car 4 laps when he first came here during the week, and another 4 yesterday. And they're the only laps he's driven in anger in this car, which he hasn't sat in for a couple of years at least. He's putting a wheel over the edge of the curve there. He's using all the road.
Once again under the Dunlop bridge.
And here goes the grandstand, up again in applause. People leaping up and down, the Argentinians waving to the white flags, and he's gone past on the straight. There it is, a picture of the interior works of the time machine.
Very economical driver, I reckon.
There's no waste of energy.
Yes, no overcorrection.
Luckily, the Redcoat Brabham would find plenty of car in front of him to slipstream. I can see the frontal area in front of him.
Brabham really on the tails of the Silver Arrow now that heads up to Rothman for the last time. Up to Rothman.
They're passing and repassing. Jack gets past at the most difficult part of the circuit, over the top of the hill at Rothman's Rise. And this is developing into a motor race, Graham. They are really trying very hard.
Fangio still sitting upright, you know, his head doesn't lean. Jack's, of course, the classic croucher, but Fangio sitting up there right over the apex that time. This is a good start. Where he's going to close the gap on the straight, I doubt, actually.
Down to the finish line, around 3 times world champion Jack Brabham.
There it is, there they are. Between them, they share 8 world championships. 2 unique men, 2 unique cars, a unique day here at Sandown Park. And there are the hardened, modern motor racing guys, the mechanics and the drivers themselves, all out of their cars, just to salute the maestro. And Jack Brabham, who is almost in the same category as the great man, and certainly the greatest Australian racing driver ever produced. Their fastest lap was 1:21.6, and that is just over 20 seconds outside the lap record. And I think
20 years outside.
At 20 years outside.
It is really something. Now let's hear it. Very good,